welcome back to the channel. Okay, lots of exciting stuff about to happen here on the channel. I've got a rather large box sitting here, which I'll get the camera down and show you in a second. I know what it is, and I'm happy to tell you right here and now, but we'll unbox it and I'll show it all to you. But it is a Kuzma 4.11 inch arm. Now, I've been chasing one of these, as you know, on the channel for a while, and Dean from Western Australia happened to have a beautiful 4.11 that he was prepared to sell me, and through a few contacts we got in touch with each other, and that has now happened, and it has arrived as of today, this afternoon. So we'll unbox it, we'll go through it, we'll have a look at it, and then I've got to install it onto my Kuzma Star BR turntable. So how we're going to do that is a good friend of mine, Travis, who you may have heard me talk about, has all of the Wally tools set up. So we're going to actually get all the Wally tools over here, and we're going to actually put this tone arm on my turntable, and we're going to dial it in and get it all locked down with the Wally tools set up. I hopefully can film all of that for you on the channel so you can see how we do it, all the setup process involved in it. We'll be putting obviously my Lyra Etna SL cartridge on the end of this 4-point, and we should be, well, it's very exciting. I'm quite excited about it, and I thought I would share this with you. It literally has just arrived, and maybe we're going to get into this and have a look at it. So I'll change the camera angle around so you guys aren't looking at my ugly mug, you're looking at what comes out of this box. And then I've got some other really exciting stuff that I want to talk to you about. Something that I have had for about 18 months, 2 years now, but I've never used it, never had it here in the room, set up and working correctly, and now I intend to do that. So what that is another Wilson product that I've owned, as I said, and it's been sitting in storage essentially down the back end of the house. But now I've decided I'm going to change the whole seating arrangement around in this room. So there'll be a two-and-a-half-seater couch coming in here, sitting in the middle of the room. The two single-seaters, one you see there and the other one on the other side, will be leaving the room. That will give me some more room on the sides. And anyway, let's take you there right now and show you exactly what's going to happen. Now, for the observant among you, you will have seen this Audio Research monoblock amplifier sitting over there. So that amplifier was purchased at the same time, and let's wander out here. I'll spin through and turn some light on. That was bought at the same time this stuff was bought. Now this is a Wilson Watchdog, I can get the grill off, a Wilson Watchdog Series 2 subwoofer. So this is the passive version of this subwoofer, and this is the watch controller, which is the which I've never used, which is which obviously controls the subwoofer. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this into the room. We're going to probably put it into the room. I'm going to move around a little bit and sort out exactly what the best position is for it. The process here, I'll walk you back into the room so that I'm not holding this camera. So the process around having that subwoofer and its accompanying electronics that I purchased was essentially when this room became bigger, when I installed or did the renovation in this room, or at some point when I have a bigger listening room. That may mean that we're not living here anymore in this particular house, as much as I've been here for 37 years, I think, since I was 15. So I purchased this house off my parents, and I've been here for a heck of a long time. So it's safe to say that I don't need to have the lights on to find my way to the toilet. I don't bump into anything. I know this house inside out and back to front. So So anyway, so the process is possibly to extend out here in the listening room to give me something in the order of about 7 meters wide by about 10 meters deep, which is substantially bigger, more than double the size this room is now. And that still possibly may happen. We're just not sure yet. So that subwoofer was bought in preparation for that arrangement. So the Wilson Watchdog Series 2 subwoofer is an epic piece of kit. It's about 112 or 13 kilos, that subwoofer box with its accompanying woofer. And if you've seen any information about the woofer, it's just so overbuilt. It's just an amazing driver that Wilson used in that box. And so I'm gonna put it in here. Now, I'm not looking for more bass. My Alexias do an amazing job of literally pressurizing this room if I really want to have it that loud. There is no issue with getting the lower octave definition in this room and the presentation of that lower octave in this room. But I have an 80 hertz issue in this room. Now, it's not a huge problem anymore. With the room treatment I've done in here, I've mitigated it to about as far as it's possible to mitigate something like that in this room. That just happens to be this room's resonating frequency. So there is a slight bloom around that 80 hertz range. So what I want to do with this subwoofer in this room is not necessarily extend the lower octave presentation. What I want to do is try and cancel some phase issues out in this room. And by being able to move that subwoofer around to different areas in the room, I may well be able to help with that 80 hertz bump and its corresponding suck out at around 160 or hertz. So that's the main reason here. So it's been a sort of, I'm going to do it one day kind of arrangement. And now I've decided, well, let's see, because I've been doing a lot of changes in this room, as you guys know, with just getting those last few percent. And I know I'm very hopeful that this will give me as close to as flat a response as I can physically get in this room. So we're going to have a play. You guys are going to go through this with me. This is what's going to happen. There'll be a few episodes in relation to how all this gets sorted out and what have you. You're going to be here along the journey with me. We're going to move this subwoofer around unless we nail it in the first position, and we're going to see if we can't pull some of that 80 hertz bump out of the room and flatten out our response in the room here. So I think I'm quite confident, talking to a few engineering friends of mine, that is the subwoofer for this room, and well, it's more than enough. And that I need to have it in here, and we need to tune the room around what we need to do. So that's the process that's going to be happening in the next week or two. You guys will be following along with me through the channel. I have the review of the grounding system coming up before the end of the week. I'll be shooting that. So we're in Thursday today. So probably tomorrow I'll shoot that video, and then that will be released fairly soon. And then so on and so on with the 4-point installation and then the subwoofer installation in the room here. So stay tuned, hang around. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hurry up, push that subscribe button. It costs you nothing and it means everything to me. It helps grow the channel, and I love having you all on board. This is an Aussie audiophile family, and I consider you all part of that hobby that we love and that we're so into, and so love having you on board. So hang around. There's so much more to come. There's some pretty crazy stuff about to happen in this room. So and just while I'm thinking about it too, I intend to have another chat with the guys at Stack Audio, predominantly Josh this time, as Theo was the main crux of the first part 1 and part 2 interviews with those guys. I'm going to be talking a little further with Josh in this video that hopefully we can shoot in the near future. We are talking about getting it. Nothing's locked in yet, but we're talking about locking it in. The other thing that's interesting, and the reason I bring that up, is that Josh and Theo are sending me over another set of Over 100s that I will be putting underneath the Watchdog subwoofer. Now, that's going to be very interesting, because the sonic changes on my Alexias were outstandingly good. putting the Oval 100s underneath the Wilsons. That subwoofer is essentially a exactly what those Stack Audio Oval 100s will mitigate anything coming into the floor. So we're going to do some testing. I'm going to do some testing with them with the Oval 100s underneath the sub and then outside of the sub, so just the standard feet under the sub. And I'm going to talk to you about whether it's worth purchasing a set of 4 of these Oval 100s to put under your subwoofer, or a set of 8 if you've got 2 subs. I've got a feeling this is going to be a pretty positive video given what I've learned so far, but it hasn't happened yet, and I don't want to preempt anything until I sonically hear them underneath the subwoofer. So those are coming. So there's quite a bit of stuff happening in the next month or so on the channel. All pretty exciting, sort of high-endy type stuff. So if you're into all of this, then hang around, because it should be pretty interesting. So until we talk again, see ya. That is the first part here. Wow, very good. Oh yes. So look at this for a wonderful, wonderful job. Oh yeah, fantastic. It's really gone above and beyond here. It's literally packed right the way down and around. So I'm sure it is going to be very much safe and sound in there. Okay. Next box. Right, here we go. There we go, look at that. Magnificent. Tractors and all kinds of cool and wonderful bits and pieces to explore. Aha. Look at that. There we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. Everything's numbered, as you can see. Look at that. That's number 2. The first polystyrene section on the other thing was number 2. We've got 3 and we've got 4. So all the things are beautifully numbered. Oh, and we've got, you know, the weight there. All kinds of lovely bits and pieces in here. Looks like a beautiful set of bits and pieces, all about to be assembled and installed over there on that turntable. So, very exciting stuff ahead for the channel and for me. So there you have it. Exciting times ahead. The Kuzma 4-point is now in the room. We'll get it set up. You'll see all of those videos taking place when Travis comes over with all his wonderful setup tools from the Wally Tools setup, and we'll give all this a full setup. Hopefully we can capture it all on video. I haven't asked Travis yet if he's happy enough to be on camera, If not, then I can certainly show you what's going on and have the camera essentially focused on me. But that's coming up soon. Lots of really cool stuff, as I just alluded to in the first part of this video. So hang around and enjoy this craziness that is an Aussie audiophile. Till we talk again, bye for now.